Hi there, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a pick a card reading for what is happening for you in the next 6 months. Timeless reading, so 6 months from whenever you open this reading, it will apply to you. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Be sure to close off your eyes, see which number comes into your mind's eye, and I will place the timestamps in the comments as well as the description down below so you can click and skip ahead to the reading that is meant for you. All right, for those of you who chose pile number 1, this reading is for you. We have the Devil in reverse, the Magician in reverse, Balanced Force in reverse, the Empress upright, and the Hanged Man in reverse. So right off the bat, lots of reversals, which isn't always a bad thing. What I'm feeling from these cards already is that in the next 6 months, you're going to feel a little bit off balance. So there's going to be a lot of triggers coming up for you, especially with this Devil card, and you're trying to fight the urge to succumb to these triggers, and you're not quite there yet. This might be like a dark night of the soul type 6 months for you, where there's a lot of healing to occur. There's a lot of trauma and things that are coming up for you in this next 6 months that are making you feel triggered, off balance. You're not fully in your power with this Magician in reverse. It's like you have the tools to overcome everything, but you don't feel like you're in your power. You don't feel fully in your strength. You're feeling weaker, a little off kilter, not yourself. You're not really sure where to go and how to navigate this next 6 months. With the Empress, this means that you're in a lot of transition with your intuition. You see, this is in the night with the moon, and the number 3 is a very spiritual number, and the moon has a lot to do with our intuition. So this is a time where you're going within, you're going deep to heal parts of yourself. So you're doing the work. It's just not the most fun part of the work. The Hanged Man in reverse, the Hanged Man has to do with going within, getting quiet, getting still, and seeing what comes through. But with it in reverse, I really feel like it's not coming through the way you want it to. It's not like it's not a peaceful place to be, what's coming through for you. So let's get some clarifier cards, group number 1, and see what it is in the next 6 months that is bothering you, that is triggering you. But from what I can tell, very dark night of the soul type energy. If you don't know what dark night of the soul is, drop it in the comments below, and maybe I'll do a video on it. So let's see, group number 1, next 6 months. We have these oracle cards here. Starseed, what lights you up? Great question. In the next 6 months, you're going to be getting rid of a lot of old garbage, a lot of old beliefs, friends, things that don't serve you anymore. So you really need to ask yourself, when you go within and use your intuition, and ask yourself, what lights you up right now? What can you focus on that is more positive? What kind of things light your soul on fire? Because that's going to give you direction as to where to go next. It's going to give you clarity on what sort of things can help lift you out of this dark night of the soul. And usually we go through these hard times and all this healing so that we have more space to receive and also to share our gifts with the world. Because when we heal ourselves, then we become a beacon of light for others. Then we have the ever-folding rose, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Right? Yes, you are cracked open right now with this dark night of the soul energy. It's like a really intense, heavy energy that feels like a lot. But it's good because it means that it can come up and it can be healed and it can move through you so that you can let it go. So when you're having those down days where you're not feeling so good, just be reminded that your guides are always with you and that this is happening for the greater good of your own life and for the life of others. Because when you focus on what lights you up, then you can be a beacon of light for those around you. And that'll help flip this card back into balance. It's happening for you, not to you. I just love that saying because it's something I need to remember a lot of the time too, because I always go into victim mode and go, oh, why is everything happening to me? I don't understand. And then you look back 6 months later and it's like, oh, that's why I get it now. So just remember that, group number one. We have family culture. Learn more about your family's stories and history. Maybe that can be a tool for you to overcome some of this trauma, some of this darkness that you're going through right now, group number one, in the next 6 months. And it can help you find answers. It can be a very healing practice, and it can actually be very enlightening as well. Then we have practice. The best way to be good at a skill is to practice, practice, practice until you get it right. Perfect. This goes really well with this what lights you up. There might be something that you've kind of realized that you like recently, that you're kind of leaning towards doing, but you're getting down on yourself or feeling like you're not good enough and you're questioning your value and your worth. And the cards want you to know that over the next 6 months, while you're going through this period of transition and healing, focus on what lights you up and practice, practice, practice. Don't focus on being the best or being compared to other people and what they can do and what you can do in a comparing game. Just practice mindfulness, practice noticing when things are coming up that you need to heal, practice coming into the present moment, practice letting go of what's not for you, practice saying no. Spiritual practice can be very healing in this time. So having some sort of practice that makes you feel good, that helps you move through this energy of stagnation. Maybe meditation, yoga, walking, tarot. I took up reading tarot when I went through my spiritual awakening, and I found it really increased and heightened my intuition. It was something that really helped me get in touch with my guides. So maybe that's something you might be interested in. Then we have this grounding card from the Chakra Oracle deck. Root down. Get grounded. Yes, yes. Grounding. So that's going to really help you through this intense energy. And the root chakra is also about foundations. As you can see, the number 4, setting up the foundations you want to build your life on. So are you building your life on sand or on concrete? What kind of roots can you lay down now? Habits, relationships, goals that are going to establish security, safety in the future, because our root chakra is all about our basic needs being met. So when you're too heady and up in the clouds, we can often forget to eat regularly, take care of ourselves, make sure that our basic survival needs are being met. So over the next 6 months, really establish a grounding practice that works for you, and make sure that you're taking care of your basic needs. Make sure you're eating regularly and all that good stuff, and that's going to help build the foundation to move through this energy so that you can blossom at the end of it. See this rose? She's cracked open and she's blossoming. It might seem like you're falling apart, but you're just shedding the old layers of skin so that the new, fresh ones can grow in. And then we have inner strength, solar plexus chakra. Beautiful. I don't know if you can tell in this picture, but this is actually a person. And their skin is all cracked open and there's light shining through. And see how it's like old skin? It looks like bark and it's cracking open and flaking away. And that's so weird because I just said about shedding the old skin. You're shedding old versions of yourself. You're shedding the old you that no longer works. And that can be a hard place to be. I know, I know all about it. But that has to fall away for the new bright light to shine through. So it is coming, group number one. Just, you had to be patient and just be there for it and allow whatever happens to happen and move through you. So we'll get one more card for this reading from this Lemuria Oracle deck. Group number one, next 6 months, final words. Okay, full spectrum. Full spectrum. Yes, she's coming full spectrum. She's coming around. She's aligning her chakras. You can see how she's rooted down. The earth is coming up and wrapping around her so she feels completely secure. Her root chakra and her sacral chakra are tapped into divine consciousness. She is rooted, but she's also enlightened and lifted up. Her crown chakra is wide open. So this is coming full circle. This is going through all this pain, all of this healing, all of this shedding of the old belief, shedding of the old you. It's painful, but it will bring you full circle to exactly where you want to be, where you feel in balance, in alignment, able to root down and rise up. So that's a super positive message for you, group number one. My heart goes out to you. My dark night of the soul was less than pleasant. So I hope that you can make it through. Just make sure you have a strong practice to come to help you move through that energy. And we'll see you in the next reading. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you liked it, share with anyone you think would gain value, and subscribe down below if you haven't already. Bye. All right, group number two, if you chose pile number two, this reading's for you. We have the Five of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, the Communication Co-Creation, Son of Wands, and the Hermit. So right off the bat, I feel like there is a little bit of disappointment or heartbreak that you have recently went through. And this next 6 months is about rebuilding, regrouping, figuring out what you want, and putting your list of demands in to the universe. It's not really a time of like major action for you. It's really laying down the roots and the groundwork to move forward and really figuring out what it is you want. And by the end of the 6 months, I feel like there'll be a little bit more action being taken at that time. But right now, it's just like the planning stages of something. And with this co-creation card, it can definitely mean anything, but I also got a vibe that for some people in this reading, it will actually be directly about creating a baby. And that'll be like planning and figuring out where you go forward from that. But co-creation is also co-creating with the universe to set an intention to achieve a goal, to get a desired outcome. With this Three of Pentacles, I really feel like it's at the base of the mountain and it kind of mirrors the mountain. So it's like, it's the foundation. You're getting your foundations in check. And then Pentacles are really about family and our material wealth and well-being. It's about our physical reality. So you really are putting in motion roots, foundation, structure to build off of. With the Son of Wands, it's a very creative newness, like a new idea, a new thing that you're trying to achieve. And it's having both the structure, the planning, and the ability to go within, not ask other people, not ask what other opinions are or compare yourself or question in any way, but to actually go within and ask, what do I want? What can I work on with the universe? And calling in your guides to co-create. So communicate your desires. Communicate your desires out loud. Write it down. Get it on paper. Actually put them out into the universe in words, in some form. Because when we speak out loud, when we place it on paper, it is much more likely to come forth, to come to fruition. So speak it. And over this next 6 months, you're going to figure out what exactly that is. You might have to try a few different things before you figure it out, but I have absolute certainty that you will. Group number 2. Okay, we have the initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. Yes. So out of this pain, out of this heartbreak or letdown or disappointment, it might seem like it was bad at the time. Like when you lose a job, it's not like anyone's like, yay, I got fired today. But out of that darkness comes so much light, so much beauty and wonder. And that's really going to set the foundation for this new project, for this new way of being, for this new thing to happen in your life. So it's flipping that perspective and seeing it from a positive route. Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. Lots of deep healing in this reading so far, even in pile number 1. So it's like moving out of that darkness, and over the next 6 months, really finding yourself, really establishing what you want, really claiming it. Look at, she's claiming her wealth, her beauty, her right to be here and take up space. And you are moving into that energy and co-creating with the universe and saying, I deserve this, I demand this, this is something that I desire and that I'm going to get. And you're laying down the groundwork and you are structuring yourself to believe that its fruition will come to you, which is a really, really beautiful sign. That means you're coming out of a harder, heavier time and forward into a much lighter one. Let go of stress. Don't take on other people's stress. Breathe it out now. Yes. See this darkness? Let go of it. Don't get caught up in other people's drama or their business. Just move forward and focus on communicating your desires and your dreams to the universe. Focus on co-creation. Healer. You have the power to help and heal others. Beautiful. So maybe this new foundation, this new spark of co-creation has to do with the healing arts in some way. It'll be something that helps you to touch other people in a really strong, emotional way that'll help to heal them. Maybe Reiki, yoga, a meditation, a doctor, a nurse, a psychiatrist, somebody that really helps heal others. And you might not even have to do any of those things as a career, but just your journey and your focus of letting go and shedding that old skin and transforming and focusing on what you want to create is a beacon of light to other people. We have personal power. Yes, really stepping into your power here. Claiming it. You are super on track to claiming what you desire, stepping into your power, not letting other people's judgments or fears or bullshit essentially get in the way of you claiming who you are, who you want to be, where you want to go, and writing your love letter to the universe and saying, this is what I deserve and I'm going to take it. He's claiming it. He's grasping it in his hands. And so are you, which is a really beautiful omen. Having more confidence over the next 6 months, trying new things that maybe you were scared to try before. Really lovely. And then we have balance, root chakra. Beautiful. So your root chakra is coming into balance. You've done a lot of healing. You're getting grounded. You're standing up for yourself. You're feeling like I can actually take up space. I can be here. I can make my list of demands. And it's having that awareness of yourself to let go of stress, to heal, and to prioritize love, light, and joy just as much as you prioritize the material wealth and abundance. And it's not like teetering back and forth between them. It's really a nice balance that you're establishing in the next 6 months here, which is really lovely. And maybe that even comes with slowing down a little bit for those of you who are creating a baby. And then we have one last card, evolution. See, and there's a bunch of DNA strands. I just can't help but think of like creating new life. Of course, general reading that won't apply to everybody, but for those of you who it does, I'm here for it. But also, our DNA actually can change on a cellular level when we heal ourselves. So I can't remember what it's called, but Stacey Hope, the Empowerist, talks about it a lot. It's like when you heal yourself, it's like a generational healing. It actually heals the generation or the DNA of the next generation because you're not passing on that trauma any longer. It's like a healed whole person having a new whole person. So this can also just do or have to do about healing your family line and being the first person in your family line to really step up and do the healing and stop passing on that trauma to the next generation. So it's a really beautiful omen and lots of emotions with all this blue and the water. So I'm here for it. This is also a 6 and a 6, which is all about love and balance. So I'm excited for you guys. I really hope that these next 6 months are transformative and exciting for you because it feels like you're kind of just on the cusp of stepping into your personal power and really claiming who you are and not caring so much what other people think anymore, which is such a great thing to do and to feel. And I'm here for it. So like this video if you liked it, share with anyone you think would gain value, and subscribe down below if you haven't already to be updated with new content. I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Alrighty, for those of you who chose pile number 3, this reading's for you. You have the Son of Wands in reverse, Death in reverse, Harmonic Flight in reverse, 6 of Pentacles upright, and 10 of Cups reversed. So let's get into it, shall we? I can tell by the cards already that there's going to be a little bit of chaos for you in the next 6 months. Unfortunately, tarot isn't quite as nice as oracle, so it doesn't always tell you what you want to hear. But there's going to be, and when I say chaos, it doesn't necessarily mean like, the kind of chaos that comes into your mind. It's just like things are breaking down, things are falling apart. There's a lot of change that's occurring in your life in the next 6 months. So you're going to feel a little bit out of balance. You're going to feel off kilter. You're not going to feel in control. So there's going to be things that come up for you where you feel like you've lost control, especially with the Death card in reverse. The Death card doesn't necessarily mean someone is actually going to die. A lot of the time it means breakdown. It means the loss of something. It means something's no longer working. It means a massive transformation. Things are ending. So something in the first 3 months of the 6 months is going to end. That is going to be a big deal for you, and it's going to make you feel like you don't have power, that you don't have the tools to move forward, and it's going to really set you back from what you have planned. But on the right side of things, everything that breaks down usually is for our highest and greatest good, and especially with this 6 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups reversed over here, things are going to shift very positively because of this breakdown. So you might not see it from that perspective when you're in it and when it's first happening, but as you come out of it, as you move through it, things will flourish. Your life will start to be joyful and abundant, and you're going to have so much to share. You're going to have so much wisdom, joy, and love to share with those around you. And you're going to have a lot of emotional fulfillment because of all of the things that you go through in the next 6 months. So it's really going to turn around for the better, which is great news. We have the age of light. You're being trained for this. You've been trained for this for lifetimes. And that's coming up under this chaos. So you have got what it takes to move through this. Something, whatever this ending is totally meant for you. It's a huge leap of greatness on your journey. It's just not going to feel that way when it first happens, but it's going to align you with your purpose. It's going to align you with where you need to be to get this emotional fulfillment. So if you've been asking for change, boy, is it ever coming for you? You just have to be open to it, because a lot of great things will come of it. And then we have Warrior Woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? And that's coming under here. So both of these are very center focused. It's coming into center. It's moving into the middle. It's integrating what you've learned. It's integrating the chaos. It's integrating the shadow parts of yourself and taking them and holding them within, so you can move forward and help others, so you can move forward with joy, so you can find what it is that you're meant to do. Something is calling you, and I feel like this breakdown, this ending, maybe it has to do with a job or leaving like a friendship or a person, but you know deep down that you don't want this. This isn't something that you deep down want. There's something else that has been weighing on you. You can feel it in your gut, and it's saying, focus on that. Allow this to break down. Move into this energy with open arms, because it is going to be very rewarding for you. I know it can be hard. We get so attached to what we're used to. Decide. It's time to clearly make a decision about what you want. Yes, what were we just saying? Something is calling you. You need to make a decision. It's okay to let things go. It's okay when things don't work for you anymore. It's okay to move on. But you have to make a decision, because if you just get stuck in one spot, confused and feel like you're trapped, oh, I can't do anything, this way sucks and this way sucks, and if I do this, what if it goes wrong, and if I stay here, what if I don't like it, and blah, 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 blah. Just decide, integrate your feelings and your knowledge. Don't just go from logic. Don't just go from feelings. Integrate both and make a decision based on what's truly aligned with you. We have Healer. You have the power to help and heal others. This came up in another reading as well. Yeah. You have the power to help and heal others. Maybe that has something to do with your calling. It's really moving out of chaos and into the light, and really embracing your purpose, embracing who you are, not apologizing, and just being yourself. Mother Earth. Wow. Okay, so this is the chakra deck. This one is not a chakra, so this one's one of the extra ones. Mother Earth. Mother Gaia. Birthing the earth. One is new foundation. So endings always come with beginnings. So you're moving in, out of the end of something and into this new world, this new vision for yourself, this new way of being, this new way of living. Really beautiful. We'll get one more from that. And see, actually, there's darkness on one side and light on the other. It's all about balance. Without darkness, we wouldn't even know what light is. I am presence, another extra card. I am presence. Beautiful. That's this integration. Look at this alignment. Like, you're really aligning with your desires. You're present to the moment. You're not getting caught up in your thoughts and letting them derail you. You're really being present to what's happening. understanding how to move forward, understanding where you can make changes, understanding what other people want from you, what you want from you, and being present to the moment. And being present to the moment is when you make the most profound decisions, because you're not making them out of fear, you're making them out of certainty and out of joy and love. Home. Beautiful. Her heart is open. It's ready to receive. She is aligning with her true self, with her desires, with her purpose. So with this loss, with this big massive shift, with this big massive change, you might feel some emptiness. You might feel some hurt in your heart. That's totally normal. But in that emptiness, look at all the space that there is for new life to shine in, for new healing to come in, for new opportunities, people, emotions to come and penetrate. When you close off and you create a gate around your heart, then you block out the hurt, but you also block out the love. So this is being completely open, being present, being open to new ideas, to new ways of being, to new ways of thinking, and to new possibilities. So overall, a really beautiful and powerful message for you over the next 6 months. A lot of joy is to come of it, so just remember that when you're in the thick of it. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you liked it, share with anyone you think would gain value, and subscribe down below if you haven't already, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!